Well, hello, school counselors and school counselors to be. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, The Inspiring School Counselor. And I am super excited to show you guys just the finished look of my room. If you guys have looked at my videos before, you will definitely see how it was a work in progress for me. You know, 1 minute I said I'm going to do it one way, and then I changed my mind. Just a lot of changes, but I am so happy with this finished look, and I think you guys are going to like it as well. So if you guys have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. When you come through the door, this is what you're going to see on the inside of the door. I actually decided to put this curtain there just because it just gives it a little bit more of a nice look compared to just having like a poster board there. And so I decided to get that, and I was able to get those tension rods, and I got the curtain, and that's how it looked. It was a little bit too long for it, so I just used both of the tension rods to put it in there. I can show you guys a little bit. So that is what I ended up doing, and it does the job. So when the kids come in, this is what they see. I'm going to first focus on this area, and let's just talk about the fact that this is my favorite area right here. All right, for this theme, I really want to go with just the nature look. It just brings me just peace and I just love it. And so with that, you have the folding chairs that they're able to sit in, as well as the bean bag that they're also able to enjoy. And then you have the couches with these awesome looking pillows. I love the pattern that's on those pillows. Now, when you guys are looking here in the middle, this is the little storage bin that I decided to get. It's not a bin, I don't know what, a storage basket, whatever you want to call it. But I'm able to keep a lot of my things in here if it is that I need to decorate bulletin boards, or really for whatever it is I want to use it for. And so for right now, that's what I have in there. And I also was going to use this just in case me and the kids wanted to play board games. I can kind of just lay it on here and we can surround this area. All right, so let me just get a little bit close in on this. So you see these potted plants. They are not real, you all, because I do not have a green thumb whatsoever. But I love the way those potted plants look. And then I laid it on top of this, and this is actually a photo background. I just rolled it up. It actually has sunflowers on it as well, you all. But I rolled it up just so that you can see the wood part, and it is just so fitting for the setting. Of course, you see my two plants there, and then you have these lights. And let me tell you guys, I love these lights. It does the job. And then I have my do good, be good. Right? So this is the next area right here that is also my favorite. So in this area, I wanted to, of course, have the focus on this middle where you have the plants and you have just little pieces where it says like spread kindness right there. And then you have just this letter board, and then you have another little thing that you can use to have the kids draw on. Now, when you're looking at this top, I'm just going to give you guys a close-up. You can see the little things that I have there. Spread kindness. I have my letters, so if we need to change out the boards, pens, my baskets here with paper in there. My other letter board, a nice little sand tray, my cube, and then here at the bottom. Now, actually for this one, you can put water in that, in here, and then you use the brush to draw on it, and then it fades over time. So let's get into what is on the other side of this curtain. So when you open it, this is what you see. I'm going to try to pull it back. So I have a lot of my board games on this side. I did not want to have these games exposed where the kids can see, because, you know, sometimes I might get kids in here that I don't want you to go straight for the games. So having this curtain kind of just covers it up and gives the students less access to it, if that makes sense. And then over here on this side, I have more of like my lessons, okay? So all the papers that I would need for most of my lessons that I do with students. And I have bottled water up there. So that is that area. This couch was actually here when I got here. But I was at first going to get rid of the couch, but I decided to keep the couch. And I'm glad that I did, because it just gives a really good piece for the students to remember, you know, from last year. And then I decided to put all of the stuffed animals on the shelves. I already had one little girl come in here and she was just loving that pony. So she was glad to get that. And then I have my books that's laid out. One thing that I was very intentional about is making sure that I put out books that I felt like would address different topics that the kids might be experiencing or going through. So you have books that talks about screen time. You have books that talks about being sad, feeling weird, or things that are getting tough, you know. So a lot of different topics. So you guys can see that. And in this little area, it's not books, but it's just really good activities to do with students. This is just some of many things that I have to do with students, but I just want to lay out, you know, these little fun activities for them right here. And I'm going to just back up so you all can see I have the TV in here. These are actually balls that the students can sit. So if it is that they want to utilize those, they can. And I'm just going to turn you guys this way. So this is the area where if it is that I'm going to be doing small groups and maybe we need to utilize the table, then this is where we will be at. So a really good area. Or maybe I have some students that might want to eat lunch with me, then they can also sit over here as well. Now, if you guys remember from the videos that I posted before, you would see how it looked before. And so I love having those curtains that's covering up all of my books. It just gives it a little bit more of a seamless look to me. And here is my counselor cart. I showed you guys a little bit of how I decorated that. So you want to make sure you go and you watch that video. I put the link in the description below. All right, so now let's get into my actual office area, okay, where I'm going to be at majority of the time. If it is I'm not doing individual counseling in small groups. So this is what it looks like. All right, so I have my little rolling cart. It actually was 2, but I decided to stack both of them together and it does the job for me. I have another little cart that I like to keep like my food and stuff in, just in case I get hungry. This is what this looks like. I have my little mini fridge. And then you have this area. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you guys so much for your time.